Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to all of the Scorpios out there. If you are a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, or north node, this is your tarot reading for the upcoming month of December. And in case any of you are interested, I will be using the Tarot of the Sacred Feminine deck, one of my absolute favorites. And I feel that the depth and complexity of this deck mirrors that of Scorpio's. So I think you guys will like it too. With all that said, let's see what Scorpio has in store for the end of 2024. This is a very interesting spread. So the first card to fall out was the Two of Cups reverse. We have the King of Pentacles, which also fell out for Libra. We have the Lovers reverse. Ace of Wands upright. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but one of the birds out there is making itself known. Um, Ace of Cups reverse. Six of Cups reverse. Knight of Wands upright. Nine of Pentacles reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knave of Pentacles reverse. So like I said, very interesting dynamic here. And I think the long and short of it is there is some sort of relationship in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be platonic, it could be familial, could be business partnership. There's some sort of relationship in your life that's preventing you. No, you think this relationship is preventing you from acquiring all of the abundance that you have been working towards. But it's actually your mindset. This pointing fingers, that's the issue here that's holding you back from obtaining that abundance you're seeking. And you have the power to manifest with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands here. You have the power to manifest. You have the connection to your intuition, to your inner guidance system that tells you exactly where to go, when you need to be there in order to be in the right place at the right time. So it's like your body knows, but it's almost like, is it your mind? Your emotions. No, it's your emotions. Wow. It's like your gut versus your heart, which typically they work really well together, but yours are in opposition of one another. Yours are in opposition. And it may be due to a relationship that's not offering you the fulfillment you'd like it to, but for whatever reason, you can't let go of that relationship. Something to do with the past. But looking back at the past is actually hurting you too, because this is going to be for some of you, and then I'll explain the next part for the other group. You are holding on to this relationship because it was so tumultuous, and you mistook that for passion and love and connection because your emotions were so riled up that your body and your mind and your heart were like, oh, if I'm feeling this intensely, that means this, I love this person. That means I'm supposed to be with this person. But in actuality, it was tumultuous. And if you're still there, it still is. I feel a heaviness in my heart. It's like, and it's just, despite those feelings, the intensity of it, you don't want to let go because you do deeply love and care for this person. But ultimately, the longer you stay, the heavier your heart gets, the more disconnected your intuition gets from your heart. And then it's like it's just a constant battle of your gut and your intuition telling you one thing and your heart telling you another. And it's almost like the mind is working with the heart to increase those. Oh, I don't want to say this word, but the spirit wants me to say it, to increase the delusions of the heart. Oh, so that's for some of you. For others of you, the relationship has already ended, but there's a part of you that can't let go. There's a part of you that wants to grip so tightly to this person or to the past or to what was. And that's actually delaying new opportunities for emotional fulfillment to come to you, whether it's through relationships or just through rediscovering yourself through hobbies, whatever it may be. You holding on so tightly to what has already gone is preventing those opportunities from finding you. It's causing delays in the satisfaction and the work you're putting in. It's causing delays in the financial gains and opportunities that can come to you. In any case, Scorpio, December is going to be a month where you are going to have to be honest with yourself. Honest with yourself about the situation you're in, no matter how much it hurts, because it's better to hurt deeply in the present and allow those hurts to be felt and released so you can move forward and rediscover that sense of self love, rediscover connection, rediscover newness, and the ability to tap into that intuition to let it guide you. New opportunities for growth and adventure and expansion, and ultimately new opportunities for abundance and success and financial gain. But you need to first let go of what no longer serves you. You need to let go of the things that are trying to leave your life. And I know it probably hurts, especially because Scorpios, you guys seem to go through a pattern of death and rebirth and destruction and death and rebirth and destruction, that maybe there was a point in time where you thought this, whether it is a relationship, friendship, job situation, whether this thing that you were clinging so tightly onto now, there was a time you thought this was a forever thing. And you're like, finally, I don't have to keep going through the cycle anymore. And when that wasn't the case, it's almost like you felt betrayed by your own 11:11 on the clock. It's almost like you felt betrayed by your own awareness, by your own understanding of the situation. Because you were so sure that this was it. This was the cycle breaker. This is what's going to bring me. This is it. This is it in a great way, in a good way, you know? And when that didn't turn out to be the case, it's almost like you just didn't know how to handle it. And now you are gripping so tightly, and or alternatively staying in a situation you know is bad for you. When if you were to leave, the hurt you will feel or you have felt in leaving is a fraction of the hurt you would feel if you decided to stay or decided to continue to grip on and pretend that it's not over. And once you feel what needs to be felt, without the desire for revenge or comeuppance or anything like that, it's just you on your own feeling what needs to be felt, you'll release it and your heart will feel so much lighter afterwards. There may still be some sorrow for what was lost. I mean, that's just what happens with loss, but time time mends, and time helps makes us stronger. Promising. Oh, that's promising. Okay, all of this reverse energy. But it's all promising. These are almost the cards you want to see reversed in terms of this kind of reading. So at the bottom of the deck, I'll start there first, is Three of Swords reverse, which if you know the Rider-Waite Tarot, don't freak out. Three of Swords reverse is a release. It's a relief. When it's upright in the original symbolism, it shows a heart with three swords stabbed into it, denoting heartbreak and hurt and all of those things. But if we flip it upside down, the reverse image shows the heart is upside down and the sword hilts are at the bottom of the heart, meaning gravity is now able to do its thing to let the swords naturally fall out of place, to leave the heart to mend itself and become stronger than ever. So when it's reversed, that Three of Swords promises. Sure, it might hurt in the moment, but there is relief. There is relief. Eight of Swords reverse. When it's upright, she's in her own self-imposed prison, doesn't know what to do with herself, and she's like, "Why, world? Why are you doing this to me?" When in reality, she's doing it to herself, and you can see she can leave. She can fit in between these bars to leave at any given moment, but she has convinced herself that she is stuck here. When it's reversed, it's a sign that you are moving away from that victim mentality, that you are no longer accepting that self-imposed prison. Five of Swords reverse. You're moving away from self-deceit or deceit of or from others. What's this? The Moon reverse. You're allowing your unconscious to be integrated within you. Although I think this one, it's important to strike a balance between the conscious and the unconscious. There's a part of you that wants to let your unconscious rage, like let that Lilith, that dark moon goddess out of you and just like rage, which I would recommend in a safe environment, but I think the reverse message here is that it's time to find balance and integration between your unconscious and conscious self so you can the start rewiring the pathway from your gut to your heart to your mind. And so you can start becoming whole again within yourself. And the Hierophant reverse is one of my favorites. I love this energy so much. And I kind of feel it already. Oh my God, the Hierophant reverse is going against the status quo. It's going against tradition. It's going against, because when Hierophant's upright, he acts as a divine mentor to the emperor. He is it's almost like the Pope in a way. Like he can speak to the gods and then relays those messages both to the emperor, but also to the masses in a way that's digestible. Very focused on tradition, very focused on like following the rules. You know, he went through all of his initiation training, all of that, and now he's at the top of his game. But Hierophant reversed is like anarchy energy. It's going against what you have been doing for so long. And again, I think that's a really promising for this spread. I think that's really promising here, where maybe, you know, if this is the case where you are still in the relationship, you're going to be like, this is not working. This is not working. And I'm going to emerge. I'm leaving. I'm going against my own status quo. I'm going against the grain. I'm going against what I've been doing for so long because I'm just sick and tired of this cycle, of this system, of this practice. I'm not getting anywhere with this. And it's like I'm being more aggressive with my speech as I relay this because that's what it feels like. You're going to get so sick of your own wallowing. And it's a great thing. You're going to get so sick of being that victim. You're going to get so sick of allowing things to happen to you and you're going to start taking charge. You're going to start taking your power back and make conscious choices that align and converge with your unconscious self where you allowing yourself to rage and go against your own norm, you allowing yourself to do that is like you were so out of alignment, I think, before that you just saying like no more. It's like you're like knocking yourself back into alignment. And it's almost like a switch will be flipped. And you'll be like, oh my God, where have I been these last months, days, years, millennia, decades, whatever, however long it's been. And I think that's what December offers. That's what December offers is that opportunity to knock yourself back into alignment. That opportunity to find yourself again, not despite. What's the opposite of despite? I don't know. But the opportunity to find yourself again, even through the hurt, even through the pain, even through the tragedy, is what wants to be said. So I asked if anything else wants to come out in my head. I asked that. And I heard very clearly split the deck. Ten of Swords. So don't denounce the rest you will need through this process. Although you're going to be especially because you may be raging, you may be just like turning your life upside down in a way to knock you back into alignment. You need to get some rest through the process. You are going to feel burnt out, emotionally, physically exhausted. But luckily, the Ten of Swords is not just exhaustion. It's the end of a cycle. It's the end of a cycle of just being too in your head and trying to control everything from here. Yes, they are burnt out at the end of it, but in the original deck, which you can't see it in this one, in the Rider Waite deck, it's completely black, but there is a sliver of dawn at the far end of the card, meaning the night is over. Maybe the battle was lost. Maybe. But you're still alive. You still have your health. You have your wellness. And you have yourself again. You have yourself again. And it's exactly that sense of self that's going to help you emerge and start on this new trajectory. Whatever this new adventure holds, you're going to need yourself to back yourself to get there. And as painful as this initial situation may have been, you learned valuable lessons in honesty and like truth, integrity, like all of those things, authenticity. You learned so much about what it means to be that for yourself, but also in the future, what it will mean to be that for others, whether it's in a romantic relationship, friendship, familial bond, work, whatever it is. You are going to be moving with a new sense of integrity and authenticity. You won't feel the need to be as secretive and like conniving and I don't think revenge is even like you don't even want revenge for the situation. And if you do, I don't blame you. That's the thing. I really don't blame you. But it's more about you. It's more about you moving forward and coming back home to you rather than you feeling the need to push your energy outward. Wow, that feels complete. Scorpio, that was intense, as are you. I told you this deck is intense. I told you it's intense at the start too. And she said, girl, you don't even know. But with all of that said, of course, this was a general reading, so it's possible not everything resonated. If that is the case, you can check out my website linked in the description below. You can book me directly on there for tarot, astrology, and human design. And if you're interested in numerology, that is coming in 2025. If you did like this reading at all, if you liked a little swift kick in the butt, go ahead and leave me a like and leave me a comment. Let me know how it resonated. And of course, we do this every single month for all of the signs. So if you are interested in getting your forecast for the month ahead, according to the tarot cards, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you guys here in the future. But with all of that said, Scorpio, December may hurt, but through the pain, you are coming back to yourself oh, I feel that in my body. You are coming back to yourself in a radical way, in a radical, loving, whole, complete, authentic way. And so if you are hurting, know you're on the right path and know that your inner anarchy is ready to come out and shake things up. Just give yourself time through the process. But no, everything is happening for you. Everything is happening for you. I love you guys.